and new WWE champion, Paul Bourgon. Put your hands together for Paul, everybody.
One of you guys has a crow problem.
Our Father, for I have sinned.
On the lips. I can't even make my own stuff funny. How am I going to make your stuff funny? Like, ha!
Never have I ever had sex in a public location.
I've been a very bad boy.
That'll be 3 Hail Marys and a Blowski.
It was intended to be a fart, but it turned out to be more than just a fart.
Music to my non-existent ears, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Chicken butt. Welcome, everybody, to the 6 Nutz Podcast. We are 3 comedians, 6 nuts. I'm your host, Dave, joined, as always, by Paul Bourgon and Jordan Angus. Hey, we're on episode 12, man. Lucky 12.
Nice. Where are we going?
What's going on? What's going on, folks?
Not much, man. Just woke up from a nap, and
Very nice.
that's pretty much my life.
Very
Sleeping.
nice.
This is actually my biggest commitment that I have. Like my most structured commitment of like I'm not kidding. Like out of the whole week, Friday at 4, this is what I have to do.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I'm glad we can provide that structure. We got a banger show, man. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to do Hold My Beer. We're going to talk about something big that happened for Jordan this past week. And we're going to try Jeopardy. Online Jeopardy. We got Jordan Angus versus Paul Bourgon in a comedy-themed Jeopardy, man. This is going to be epic.
okay.
I love that reaction. I give it this big build-ups. Paul's like, okay.
Because I think you lost us with a comedy. I'm like, uh-oh.
All right. So without further ado, man, let's get started with the most important segment of the show called Hold My Beer. All right. Now I'm going to lead this off because I feel the need to redeem myself because last week I was in the middle of... I think I had COVID-22 or something. So I settled on tea, and I got lambasted by you guys for it. So I'm gonna go, and I've got the Mill Street Organic. I've already started, but in bottle format.
Ooh, nice.
It's
good, eh?
You know what a bottle means? If you drink out of a bottle versus a can, do you know what that means?
What's that?
It means you're drinking out of a bottle. That's about it.
Dude,
I was waiting for the. Yeah, I was waiting for the sexual innuendo.
It looks like it's in the fridge.
What's that?
I said it looks cold.
Yeah, it's cold. I just pulled it out of the fridge. Not a twist off, so I had to use a makeshift opener in my basement and created a bit of a mess, but it was worth it, man.
Just don't use your teeth.
What's that?
Yeah, just don't use your teeth. I see people that don't have bottle openers and they just crank it on their teeth. I'm like, that's so bad.
No, I would never do that. I once used my eye to open a beer, but never my teeth. So Mill Street Organic, that is like 1 week in a row.
There you go.
All right, let's go on to who do we want to go to next, man? Paul Bourgon, you're next, man.
Why me?
Because Jordan was pointing to you.
Jordan, eh? Look, guys, you know me, all right? It's Big Rig. I got the Big Rig Pilsner. This is a really good beer. This is actually my go-to beer when I go there. They got a whole big selection, and this fucking restaurant better give me a free pizza or something. Like, I mean, let's
100%.
face it. I don't think I've had a different beer other than the Carlsberg. I don't think I've had a different beer since all 12 episodes. So, cheers.
Cheers, man. Well, you know what? The beer has been different. The brand is the same, but the beer has been different. So you've kind of brought that variety to it.
Yeah,
I think
if you have honestly, of all the beers I have, it's pretty popular. Sorry, cat hair. But yeah, it's really tasty. There's something wrong with my fridge. I think my fridge is broken because stuff is just kind of cold, you know. And I don't know what that does for chicken and things that I keep in my fridge, but we'll deal with that on a different podcast. So,
have you had any botulism lately, or any?
Exactly.
You know what? You need to get You need
I
to
mean,
get
I haven't-
royalties,
So
man.
far, so good, but I'll let you know.
Well, you need to get royalties from Big Rig because we're international, man. Like we're seeing in Vietnam, we're seeing in China, Sweden,
Australia, mate.
Australia, man. You need to go over to Big Rig and demand some money.
Yeah.
I should. I
All
really
right.
should. I mean, I last time I went in there, he's like, "Well, contact headquarters," and they talked to him about. I'm like, "No, I'm contacting you. I want to fucking. Can I just have a beer? Like, contact headquarters. What the fuck is this? Like, we got a problem with fucking Apple right now? Like,
yeah. Call our call center in Carp, and they'll deal with you. All right. So we got Big Rig, we got Mill Street, Jordan. Up to you to finish it off, man. Another Big Rig. Let's go.
Hi-oh! Look at that.
Oh man.
Like,
I
really,
had to.
honest to God, like, I mean, it's only a matter of time, eh?
Yeah.
You got
We keep
gold,
pushing.
Jordan?
What's that?
You got gold, Big Rig gold?
I did, yeah. I got gold Lagerdale. Yeah, 5%. I think I saw you drinking it one week, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot.
5.2.
Oh, got me beat.
5.2. Oh my God, I'm only 4.2. I feel so inferior, man.
Sorry.
A beer's a beer.
No,
yeah, I agree. All right. Let's get into I want to talk about what Jordan was up to this week, and eventually Paul will get to you. But Jordan, you had a big week, man. You were the headline act at Yuck Yucks on Wednesday night at Biagio's.
Yeah. Yes, I was.
From all the reports I've read, this was your greatest set of all time, man. So tell us about that. That's exciting.
Of all the reports, it was probably just me texting him.
Doesn't matter, man.
Yeah. No, we got a sold out crowd. I filled the room quite a bit. There was a lot of people that were there that I hadn't seen before, and I had people come out from Manitic from the open mic that you guys come to. Yeah, they came all the way to watch. So that was fucking that was pretty sweet. It's I really like performing at Yuck Yucks. I was telling Dave before we came on the air here. My first joke I told was in Peter's Pantry, which is where the Yuck Yucks is now. And people forget how old I am. Like, that was a thing. It wasn't Biagio's. It was Peter's Pantry.
My father was friends with the owner. He was Frank Lambros, I think his name was. But long time ago, Peter's Pantry.
Peter's Pantry.
Yeah.
So how long was your set? 12 minutes? 15?
It was about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There wasn't a quiet moment, man. It was like laughter after laughter. Like, honestly, probably my best set that I've had in a very, very long time, if not all time.
Sugar Jordan.
Yeah, Sugar Jordan.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah. Please tell me that you taped it, you recorded it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You know what we should start doing is showing parts of if you guys want to, parts of your sets, like
fuck.
I don't know if you want to, or if you want people to come out and watch you live.
If I showed parts of my set from Wednesday, it would be like, is this an insurance seminar or a comedy show? My Tuesday was awful. Yeah.
So where were you Tuesday, Paul?
I was at Absolute on Tuesday, and it was just we're downstairs, different crowd, and it was there was a lot of quiet moments. So it was really, I'm okay with it, but to hear Jordan say like, "Oh, I own the room," it's like I disowned the room.
It's funny you say that, Paul, because last time I played at Absolute, which was I don't know, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, same reaction. It was like flat, really.
Yeah,
it
downstairs.
Was dead. It was weird.
Sucked. Yeah, I mean, I could have just been me that sucks, but because a couple of the other comics were okay. The guy who went up after me was pretty good, but you go up after and you fucking compliment them, and they're like, yeah, thanks. Like, it's like, fuck, man. Like, Jesus, just be thankful. Anyway, can you tell I'm bitter? No, it's true. I've noticed that too the last few times. And I mean, you're not like, it's not like I'm trying out all new stuff. You know, I'm doing my like, I usually will throw one or two in with a 7-minute set. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really do new stuff every single time. But I noticed the last few times I've been there, it's been different.
Do you think it's because it's downstairs, or
it's downstairs? Every time I'm downstairs, it's because the crowd is smaller too, right? It's like there's like
Yeah.
35, 40 people there, and I'm making excuses, but the bottom line is, as a comedian, know the crowd, work the room, and I kind of take it. It's me. I just wasn't good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, here's a question for you guys. Like, I've heard somebody said once, it's never the crowd's fault. So if you're not funny, it's not the crowd, it's you. And I don't know. I believe that to a certain point, but I mean, there's got to be part of it's got to be the crowd. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's a tough one, honestly, because I did the last time I was at Absolute, Paul, when you came out, because I'm not there very often.
Yeah.
They were a quiet crowd too. I think it's downstairs. I don't know what it is, and
I went up that night, eh?
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't like the comics were bad. And I don't like blaming the audience ever, because it usually is. You need to be able to read the room. If somebody's not finding something funny, you got to bring the crowd back into it a little bit. But it was almost like a lot of these people, it was their first comedy show, and they were just petrified. Like they did not want any interaction. They were afraid if they make any noise but it's weird. It just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with that downstairs. Yeah, sometimes I've had really good laughs in that room downstairs, and I've had just utter silence, and it wouldn't be just my set, but the whole show, right?
Yeah.
Like
I thought I did okay that night when I went up, but ended up getting into a little bit of an altercation with it after, because I went on long. But all in all, I didn't mind it but I did notice as well that night, I had the option, because I was like seventh, I think. I was seventh up. Excuse me. So I had the option of being able to watch all the other comedians go up and kind of like, okay, what are they laughing at? What are they not laughing at? You know what I mean? You kind of have an ace up your sleeve in that sense, right? But when you're first or second or whatever, third, there's a reason why they call it bullet. But it's not the crowd's fault. 90% true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say there's a fair amount of truth to that. Yeah, I would go along with that. You can make all the excuses in the world, but being funny isn't just I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's just what happens.
There is something
set like that. I'm like, what am I doing?
There is something to that room though, because like I've done maybe two or three in the upstairs, and it's always been good. Like I'm not saying it was all. I mean, everybody that went up has been good, and the crowd's lively. And every time I've been downstairs, it's the complete opposite. The crowd is they're so subdued. Like maybe it's the lighting. I don't know. It's just really weird.
Yeah, upstairs it might have something to do with the atmosphere. Like you're in the big room. You know what I mean? It's almost like people are nervously. The trajectory is towards laughter. So it's like I don't know. And maybe, what? At the same time, that kind of might not be something you should rely on. You shouldn't be leaning on that. Like you're in a room where someone's fucking pumped the fucking laughing gas in there, and you're like, oh my god, I killed it. It's like, no, you didn't. You're in a room that is forcing people to laugh. So you know what I'm saying? So it's good to have sets like that, man. It's good to have sets where you don't perform the way you do, because you can't always bang tents. You know what I mean?
I do the open mic at Manitic, right? And the past 2 weeks it's been a very loud crowd. The audience, it's a variety show, right? It's not just strictly comedy, so people want to chit chat and talk, whatever. And there's a new kid who'd been reaching out to me. He wanted to do some time. I was like, yeah, definitely, let's get you going. I'm trying to get the room calm. And I guess he was so used to just hitting funny room after funny room. Like he's already done for the first few weeks. He's done Yuck Yucks, Laugh Lounge. He's been at some prime spots. I think the worst one for him was Pub 101. And then he comes here, right? And he did not do well. And he was chewing the mic, which I told him after. And he was so discouraged about his set. And I was showing him there was two other comics, one who's a pro, and another who's only in his couple of sets, right? So he's still very, very new. And I said, look at me, like I'm trying the best I can to get these people focused in and honed in, and it's not
Jordan,
not just you.
Jordan, I'm doing that room next week. Eh? Like I'm hosting it for you. I'm gonna lay down a lot right off the bat. I'm gonna tell people right off the bat. Listen, like you're here to watch people perform for the first time, for a couple times. Please stop talking. If you want to talk, go downstairs, please.
But that's what's crazy. It was there was a Leafs game downstairs too, right? So it was loud on all fronts. When they were quiet upstairs, which was towards the end, which you and I will talk about that before like we end the show here. Or I'll just give you what I talked to Kevin with, because that's the other guy who's going to help you host it as well to take over like the musical part. But we'll talk about that at the end. Anyways, this kid, he was like devastated, and I said to him, man, like you're not going to hit banger after banger. Like it just doesn't happen. It doesn't. Everybody bombs, right? I'm like, I've gotten booed off the stage before, and yet here I am still, doing it. Like, so don't let one performance be it for you.
You can't do this. You can't do this continuously over and over again without that. Like, you know what I mean? The best thing that ever happened to you is just bombing.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times I've quit comedy, like especially after nights like at Ralph's. The old iteration of Ralph's was horrible, and every time I walk out of Pub 101, it's like I quit comedy that night, but next morning back at it. But you're right, Paul. It gives you a resilience that if you bomb now, like if I bomb now, it's like whatever. It just rolls off my back, man.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. On to the next one.
On to the next one is right. Yeah. It's kind of funny too, though. In a way, like you're like. You tell a joke and it's just dead silent. It's like I've started to be like, how long can I hold this silence? It's kind of fun. It's sort of in your own ways, like, okay, I remember this feeling. But
that's interesting. How comfortable are you guys with silence? Like to just stand there on stage and be silent and have the crowd silent. Like what's the longest you think you can go just being up there with silence?
Fuck, 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
I was just gonna say, how long's the set?
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, I don't think I can go more than like 5 seconds, which would seem like an eternity. To be up there without saying something.
I did Pub 101, and it was utter silence. For I think it was like 6 to 8 minute set. Like I don't think if it was 15 minutes of silence, I'd want to kill myself. I'd be like, fuck this. Like, but. At that point,
you're silent too. I mean, silence, like you're not saying anything.
Oh God, me not saying just to hold a pause.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to go for 10 seconds next time.
10 seconds?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do 10.
You just stand there. What are you gonna do? Just look at the crowd?
I'll pretend like I'm trying to think of something.
Do your black joke. Wait 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
I did that my 71 virgins joke.
Yeah.
And I realized after, why did I do that for a crowd full of Muslims? Like, why did I like not a fucking I didn't even get a I like nothing,
Go on.
Not racist. It's not racist at all. Like you can't even talk about fucking I can't even say a Chinese guy, a white guy. Like, is it racist if I say a white guy? It's so fucking geez, people need to fucking loosen up, man. You're at a comedy show, and the shit that's coming out of my mouth is fucking nothing. It's elementary compared to some of the shit that comes out of people's mouths. You know what I mean? Cocks and fucking and sucking and fucking eating pussy and shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
How do you think a guy like Andrew Dice Clay would do today?
Yeah, really, man. Oh, fuck, that's a great question. That is a great question. Honestly, God,
he'd be canceled. He'd be canceled.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If he was on Twitter, they'd shut him down, and YouTube would shut him down. He would be banished from the earth.
Yeah, he came in at the best possible time for his humor.
Yeah, 100%.
I remember there was a shift too, because when I started in 2012, I was not storytelling. I was strictly stereotypical jokes with impersonations. Okay. And I want to say it was 2014, 2015. All of a sudden there was a shift in political views and how everybody interpreted things. And my stuff was not working anymore. because people were so easily offended by just stereotypes, facts. It's not even like, not, they're going to call it racist now, but it's like, no, but it's a stereotype for a reason. And I'm doing it based off my own culture, and you're upset for me. Right. So it's like, and it's just a complete gauge change like this. Everybody was like, oh, unbelievable. This guy is saying this and it affects him. How dare he?
It's funny too, because like you're saying about your own culture, right? Like, I've watched a lot of Borat lately, you know, and like,
great movie.
I just freaking love him.
Great movie.
Yeah, well, no, like clips, like from the show and everything.
Yeah,
like, and the shit he does is like, you know, is that do you have Jew? You know, like. He's like, no Jews with the big nose, you know, like I think because he's Jewish, he can get away with it. But the shit he says, you know, like last night I met a man, he took me home for sexy time, and now my anus is like mouth of a tired dog. I can no longer hold in my shit.
Borat.
He's fucking on like a dating. Oh, fucking so good.
He's so good, man. Borat.
But you talk about offensive, right? But it's like
to
hide behind the masquerade of a character doing it. You know, it's not just him. Like if I got up on stage dressed like a pirate and I'm like, "Arr, what's up with the Jews?" You know, people would laugh at it more if I was like, "Hey, you know, what's up with the Jews?" You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fact. But it's unfortunate now. Like you have to kind of do that. And Andrew Dice Clay sort of was he's a bit of a character, but apparently he's kind of like that in real life. But you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, it's sort of like Robert Downey Jr. of Tropic Thunder, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and yet that movie was fucking hilarious, like hilarious. But it's just the most, the quintessential don't do blackface, don't record yourself, and don't do a whole movie about it. You know, and they did it, and it's like, but it's an Australian guy dressed up as he's playing a guy who's playing a guy. You know, even in that movie, he had to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just sort of.
You had to separate it. You had to separate.
Yeah. He sort of had to. He had to hide behind characters. He's a character, playing a character who's playing a character in a movie. Really, Robert Downey Jr. is playing an Australian guy who's playing and he's in a movie. Like it's 4 different things he's hiding behind. You know, it's very different from when you go up on stage as yourself and you try to relay that and you know it's I don't know, you come off like Adolf Hitler in 5 seconds, you know.
I did so from our bits that bite at Barley Mill, I transitioned that into my set on Wednesday, and I was worried that one wasn't going to translate well, and it did. It translated very well.
Nice. But
the one that didn't seem to, I mean, it still got a lot of people laughing, but I knew, like, I could see one person's face they were not impressed, and that was when I don't do this one often, but it's trying to like blend in with the white people, blah blah blah. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm afraid. I'm afraid because the Ku Klux Klan is making a comeback, and I start going on about hanging around a bunch of white people with blonde hair, blue eyes. My girlfriend has blonde hair, blue eyes, blah blah blah. And my girlfriend says to me, "You know, Jordan, you don't look black." And I say, "I know I don't look black, but I look Jewish." And I start going on about that. And I was this one guy.
Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah. And I go on about, do you know how they tell if you are or you aren't Jewish? And it's a bit on that. And I was just this one guy, and he was a rabbi. He's just looking at me. And I'm like, yeah, it's not selling it on him. I'm sorry, but I'm doing it anyways.
Well, here's a question for you guys. And especially in Ottawa, it's important to, I guess, to know your audience, being the capital city. But what are your philosophies on writing comedy that you think will appeal to people, or writing comedy that you are passionate about, regardless of whether it's going to piss people off or not?
I don't think I've ever wrote a joke for someone else.
Like if in Ottawa, like if you do a bit on like the trucker convoy, and you're like, say the humor is in favor of the trucker convoy, you're going to get lambasted. You're going to get lambasted in Ottawa.
I don't give a fuck. I did it anyways. I did it anyway.
I don't think
but-
I don't think I've ever wrote a joke for another person in my entire life. Like I write it down because I think it's funny, and that's the problem, right? If I'm pandering, it's not that it's pandering, but if I'm meticulously being calculated and trying to make everybody laugh, as opposed to trying to make myself laugh, that's what's funny, right? I've been told this before. The stuff you say up there isn't funny, but you think it's funny. That's why it's funny, and it's like I want to be insulted, but that's a really good compliment,
Yeah.
I've done the Freedom Convoy joke, and it was in reference to something my mother said, but I purposely, because I don't want people to know what my political views are at all. So when I was doing the Freedom Convoy joke, it was in the vision of how my mother was seeing it. And then, I had people, some are like, yeah, woohoo, and the others are not. But I have a response to that, so that way I'm making fun of both, right?
Yeah,
so I'm down the middle. You're not going to know where I'm at, but it's appeasing to both.
Yeah.
And I don't like, if you want to know who I am as a person, you're going to get to know me outside. I'm not going to get to know every single person, audience member there. But if I'm telling you a joke, you just need to find what I'm saying funny. And if you don't, oh well.
Yeah. Good philosophy.
Yeah. If you play both sides, you're right. They might be pissed off at you for one joke, but
they're going to like the other one.
The next one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Holy cow. We are almost 30 minutes in, man. Are you guys ready for some Jeopardy?
Hell yeah.
I get my ass kicked. Let's go.
What is
yeah? All right. I don't have an intro for this, so I'm going to try and share my screen. And hopefully you guys can see it. I know, Paul, with your phone, you kind of, the top is kind of cut off a little bit. So if you can't see it, there's a good chance you're going to lose, but let me know how much you could see here. Let's see. Share the screen. All right, it should be there. All right, can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't see the last category.
Yeah, me neither. Comedy.
Oh, that's because the logo's there, right?
Yeah.
All right, I can just take the logo off. There we go.
Jeez, Dave, how the fuck do you know how to do all this stuff?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I am like a technical genius.
Physical comedy. Comedy.
All right.
Instead of comedy. Comedians. Comedy shows.
There we go. So thank you, Paul. He has just rhymed off all the categories, and you can see at the bottom we got a little score tracker, Paul and Jordan. I don't know how to determine who's going to go first, but
how do we buzz in?
Jordan goes first.
How do we buzz in?
Your name is your buzzer. Your name is your buzzer. So as soon as I bring up the, is it when I'm finished reading the question? Paul, is that when you guys can buzz in?
Yeah, it's regard like when your question comes up, can we read it?
You can read it. I'm going to read it verbally as well.
Okay. Yeah, like
and
then,
then,
not. It's whenever you get the answer.
Whenever I'm done.
I read faster than you talk. So there's
okay, but yeah, I guess you should wait till I'm done talking, because then maybe I won't hear you.
And then what? I call like a crow, like Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. So you can call like a crow, and maybe Paul can say, yeah, badu.
No,
okay.
Say Paul.
All right. So by just random, let's say Jordan, you go first.
All right. I'll take comedians for 100.
Comedians for 100. All right. Let's see if this works here. One of the most popular observational comedians created the long-running show about nothing titled after this comedian's last name.
What is Seinfeld?
Well, I didn't hear your buzzer, man. I didn't hear your buzzer.
I cawed like a fucker.
Hey, yeah, but you got to wait till I'm done reading the question.
Yeah, okay.
Because I can't hear you as I'm reading. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
So, who? All right, Jordan,
we both got that, but Jordan technically cawed in. So
you cawed. All right. So what's your answer?
Seinfeld,
yeah. Seinfeld. Do you want me to answer it as a question? Yeah. Who's Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, you should. Who is Jerry Seinfeld? We'll give you that one. You get one mulligan. So,
okay.
I answered it like a question, though.
Yeah, you did. All right. So you got 100 points. All right, Jordan, back to you, man.
All right. We'll same category, 200.
Comedians for 200. Female stand-up comedian, actor, and voice actor who has had roles on 30 Rock and Flight of the Conchords and currently voices Louise on Bob's Burgers.
Ka.
Jordan.
Who is Tina Fey?
No.
Who is Christian Shaw? Minus 100 there. There you go, man. All right. Is it still with Jordan or does it go to Paul now?
It's Jordan still, yeah.
That's just comedy techniques 100.
Comedy techniques for 100. When something unexpected or random occurs that disrupts the scene. All right. Nobody answered. What is incongruity?
Wow. Good
All
question.
right. Jordan.
Let's go stand-up comedy 100.
Stand-up comedy 100. Short jokes that play on the audience's expectations or use puns/word play.
Ka.
Jordan.
What are one-liners?
What are one-liners? Correct.
Attaboy, Jordan.
So you're back to 0. All right. Jordan's still with you, man.
Let's go comedians 300.
Comedians 300. The comedian who created a parody of a rap music video to Kanye West's song Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Ka.
Was that Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Paul.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Who is Zach Galifianakis?
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, who creates parodies, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Minus 300 for Paul. Jordan, we are still with you.
Comedy shows 100, please.
Comedy shows over here, 100. UK radio series created by Harry Secombe, Peter Sellers, and Spike Milligan. All right, nobody guessed. What is the Goon Show?
I like these questions.
All right, Jordan, still with you.
Let's stay in the same category, 200.
Comedy shows 200. Oh, fuck, they're all UK. UK TV series, which started out as a radio show following the exploits of Howard and Vince, 2 employees at a zoo.
No idea.
All right. What is the Mighty Boosh?
Fuck.
Shit, I didn't realize this was a British thing, man. right,
Let's go to stand-up comedy 200. I'm going to stay away from the UK shit.
Yeah. Stand-up comedy. All right. A stand-up technique which involves using objects for comedic effect.
Ka.
Jordan.
Oh, fuck. Now I just had a brain fart. The Carrot Top does it. What is prop comedy?
What is prop comedy? Correct.
Oh, fuck. Sweating buckets on over here.
I haven't answered a single thing.
Jordan's still in control.
Let's go comedians 400.
Comedians 400. He recounts the story of his brother pooping in a display toilet at Home Depot.
No idea. No clue.
Who is Donald Glover? All right, Jordan, still with you, man.
Let's finish that one
Good
off.
questions, Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't make these up, man. I just found these on some website somewhere, and I'm regretting it now. One of the greatest physical comedians of our time, whose use of physical comedy is without fault, but who is no longer found funny because his character has become outdated.
Ka.
Jordan.
Who is Jim Carrey?
Oh, who is
Charlie
Chaplin?
Oh, my God. You know, at one point I was thinking Jeremy Ritter because he was he was a pretty good physical comedian too. Oh,
Charlie Chaplin.
My
Charlie
phone froze there. Fuck. So I just got into what is Charlie Chaplin? Fuck this. 1.4 fucking gig is what I'm getting coming into this house.
Damn.
Anyway.
All right.
Okay, let's do stand-up comedy 300.
Stand-up comedy 300.
This is brutal.
A longer story or narrative which is used to structure a joke or series of connected jokes.
Ka.
Jordan.
What is a storytelling comedian? What is storytelling comedy? What is a monologue?
Monologue.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Jordan, you're in the hole, man. Yeah, you're still in control of the board, Jordan.
I guess so.
Yeah. Let's stand-up comedy. This game needs some work.
Yeah. Stand-up comedy for 400?
400, yeah. Let's do 4.
While not just found in stand-up, this is the space between jokes that allows the audience to react.
Ka.
Paul.
Silence.
What is comic timing? Do we give that?
I'd like to check the
Well,
facts
that's
on that one.
Yeah, he's checking that. I want to check on the monologue too.
Should we give him a minus or just scrap this question?
Maybe scrap
right.
the
All right, scrap this one. All right, Jordan, still in control.
5. Let's finish the category.
All right. The places, venues where stand-up comedy originated in the UK in the 18th and 19th century. Fucking UK.
Hey, who wants to play marbles?
Yeah, really, eh? Yeah.
What are music halls? Come on, you guys don't know that?
Music halls.
You know, the game is good. I just got to pick better questions, man. All right, Jordan, you're still in control.
Yeah, sure. Right where your mouse is. 100 physical comedy.
Physical comedy that relies on the comedian being the victim of violence and accidents.
Ka?
Paul.
Oh, fuck. No, I was self-deprecating. Nah. Wrong. Bird fart.
What is slapstick?
Oh, my God.
Slapstick. All right.
This is fun.
Jordan.
Comedy techniques. 200.
Making jokes about the darker side of humanity.
What is dark humor?
Can you rephrase that in the form of a question?
I did.
You didn't.
Caw.
All right, Jordan.
I did phrase that as a question. I said, what is dark humor?
All right. Well, you need to maybe clean out my ears. What is black humor? All right,
Racist.
Jordan. You got it, man. All right, Jordan, still in control.
Let's go 3. Why do they call it black humor? Is that a UK thing?
Hey, I don't know, man. To represent something as being larger or greater than it actually is.
Caw.
Jordan.
What is exaggerating?
What is exaggeration? Correct. All right, Jordan.
400.
Saying or doing the opposite of what is expected.
What is lying?
Paul, did you buzz in?
No, I did not buzz in. No.
He's like, don't you fucking.
Nobody's got an answer?
No.
What is irony?
All
right.
Yeah, finish it off.
To compose, recite, or act out on the spot with no preparation.
Ka.
Paul.
Off the cuff. What is off the cuff?
What is improvisation? All right. Jordan's still in control.
Same thing. Come on, like, you know?
Off the cuff, improvisational? Judges, what do you say?
No. Just if the answer wasn't the right answer, then I'm wrong.
All right.
This is literally like Saturday Night Live Jeopardy. Yeah. Heard Ferguson.
Comedy shows 300.
All right, it's UK. American. Animated American TV show about a family-run restaurant. The show uses puns over.
Like my screen's
We
frozen.
good? Yeah. We good, Dave?
Animated.
Caw.
Caw. Okay. What is Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers. Yeah. My fucking screen.
What is Bob's Burgers? Correct. All right, Jordan.
400. Yeah.
A documentary series parody which featured tilted rooms and recurring goaty creatures created by Sean McAuliffe. What is David McGann's World? Whatever.
Never heard of it.
All right, comedy show 500. A documentary TV series in which Rowan Atkinson in one episode explored the many different approaches to physical comedy.
Jordan, can I just answer one?
Yeah, go ahead. Caw this
Mr.
one.
Bean?
What is Mr. Bean? What is funny business?
Okay, well, I'm done. That's it. I'm done.
Honestly, I thought it was Mr. Bean too. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead. Just run down that.
Physical comedy. Old joke plus new attitude.
What is...
Who is Pete Toms?
Who's who?
Pete Toms.
What is a new joke? Oh, that's stupid.
That's dumb.
300. Imitation that has become exaggerated.
I don't know. What is Autonar?
What is parody? All right, let's quickly get through these. The 3 attitudes of the
Life.
physical comedian.
Are any of us physical comics?
Eh. What are the dim, the aggressive, and the vulgar?
Yeah, the 3 Scrooges.
Last one. Something which gives the physical comedian ample reason to be stupid, incompetent, and clumsy.
I didn't get one single answer right on this. So
Eh.
thank you for making me feel.
What is
dumber.
drunkenness? Don't worry about it. I don't know what the hell these are either. What is drunkenness? All right. We're going to call this one a wash, man.
Let's go back to marbles.
You know what? I think this has potential with a better board.
I thought
It
it was gonna
does.
be. I thought it was gonna be regular Jeopardy, like just like I thought you were gonna.
We
But,
can do that. We
these-
can do that.
These were hard. Those were hard questions.
They were hard.
Jordan got a lot of those right, but I got a lot of them wrong. So
I got some wrong too, man.
well, part of the problem was I didn't have time to vet the questions. I promise you this will work with good questions. And it won't be, I won't pick a strictly comedy one next time.
If it's a better thing, it'll do better. This will work with good questions. Yeah.
This will work. This will work if it's good.
Tasted good, I'd like it. Yeah.
If it was a good bit, it'd be really solid, in my
Exactly.
opinion. But you know what? Let's give it a second try, man.
Hey, I'm game.
I think, given more time, I'll vet the questions. I can even create my own board with custom questions.
Also, you got to throw a daily double in there.
Yeah.
You got to do the daily double and the final Jeopardy. So, that one's on me. That one's on my bad. So I'll take the blame for this one being a colossal flop.
Next
But
time
I
I'm coming
promise
in character.
I promise you, we're going to do this again, and I promise you, it's going to be a rousing hit.
Word.
I'm coming in character next time. I'm gonna emulate Sean Connery. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back an SNL bit.
All right.
Yeah.
With that, let's get to final thoughts and get the hell out of here. All right. My final thought is sincere apologies to both of you for that, because that was really painful, man.
It's all good, man. No, it's fine.
I know it was painful for you guys. It was more painful for me because
Thank you for making
I feel
me
responsible for it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So that's my final thought. Paul, let's go to you for your final thought while I choke here.
I don't have any final thoughts. That actually would be my final thought. I don't have much on the go next week. I'm doing that thing for Jordan, and other than that, I'm emceeing a friend's wedding, so check that out.
Nice, right on.
I can crash.
That's
Pardon
cool.
me?
Can I crash?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
It's an Italian wedding too, so it's
Ooh.
I can't wait to eat. I
Oh
can't
my
wait to
God.
Yeah. They always put out a good spread, eh? A Coca-Cola, a mozzarella, pineapples.
Well, you guys know my sister Sharon, who comes out to all my shows.
Yeah.
Her first husband was Feliciano Tata, Italian from Montreal, and when they got married, they had like a 13 course meal.
Yeah.
And I was young and stupid, and I didn't realize there's going to be 13 courses, so I ate everything in the first 3 courses and was full. And then at midnight they bring out the chocolate fountain. It was disgusting. But it was epic.
Did they bring out pizza for like the final course before the chocolate fountain? Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought, what is this, man? I'm gonna vomit all over
There's
this
a
table.
couple weddings I've been
Jesus.
to, like there's like a late night thing, and I remember one wedding I went to, so they ordered like 200 cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just like, this is unbelievable. Like one wedding had a bunch of pizzas, like 30 fucking pizzas came. When I left, I was like, I full blown distracted everyone. I'm like, oh my God, like this place is amazing. Yeah, like,
That's
pizza
awesome.
Left. Yeah.
I love that, man. It's better than a traditional sit down. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be all
Yeah,
prim and proper.
Yeah. Well, the wedding I'm
Like,
going
yeah.
to on Saturday there's no sit down. It's stations. So the
Oh,
way they have
cool.
it set up is like there's like a There's like a beef taco station. There's like a sushi station.
Oh, cool.
So it's a stand-up wedding. Really, there's seats obviously, but there's no sitting down to like get your salad and then you get your main and then you get your desserts. You know what I mean? It's not. It's people can move around. And if you've ever been to one of those weddings before, they are incredible. It's a revolutionary idea for a wedding. So it's an Italian wedding too. So it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. So.
All right.
That's my final thought. My final thought is I'm hungry.
Question is, are you going to break out the Godfather impression for that?
I should. I really should. Yeah.
You should, man. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for your final thought, Paul. Jordan, to you to end the show. What is your final thought?
I got a lot of stuff coming up. I do. Tomorrow I have a show at Cultures Comedy Club. My friend is coming to town from Toronto. He's on tour with the Morning Wood show. They asked me to do a couple minutes tomorrow at Cultures. So I'm super pumped to do that. Wednesday, May 8th, I'm in Montreal doing a fundraiser in Montreal. That'll be on my Instagram page as well. So I'm going to be exhausted. And Thursday, Paul, you're going to be taking care of my open mic. Dave, I hope you go out and show your boy some support as well. It'll be a blast there. I will be in Oh, no, Dave, you're with me in Cornwall. Sorry. Excuse me. You'll be with me in Cornwall.
Look at you guys, eh? Team
yeah. Yeah. I'm at Viva La Fiesta with the LOL guys. I'll be headlining on the 9th as well. So I got a couple shows that it's going to be a little bit hectic. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. Ready to go.
Nice. Lots of good stuff. I'm going to end this show. And then, there's a Paul, nice pussy. That's too easy, man. Nice pussy.
Yeah, I tell you. Nice and hairy, just like I like it.
It's big, too. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to work on Jeopardy questions for next week. As always, thank you, Jordan Angus. Thank you, Paul Bourgon. I'm your host, Dave. This has been episode 12, and God willing, there will
Dave,
be
before you go,
13.
Dave, how many subscribers do we have now?
We're up to 35.
35 subscribers?
35. But you know what? We surpassed 15,000 views, man.
Come on.
We're getting a lot of views on our stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay,
it's
boys.
Cool.
It's good seeing you guys. We'll talk later.
All right. See you all next time. And new WWE champion, Paul Bourgon. Put your hands together for Paul, everybody.
One of you guys has a crow problem.